today I'm reading There's a Tiger Out There by Sophie Mason and Ruth Waters. Let's see if we see this tiger. Oh, they're looking in binoculars. See if they see the tiger. There's lots of butterflies and bugs. Did you know there's a tiger out there? Looks like they're in a pretty cool treehouse. There's a tiger out there, sleek as a shadow. There's a tiger out there, stripes of midnight on her fur. There's a tiger watching us with eyes as bright as sunset. Come with me, let's go see. Don't be scared, just take my hand. Promise you won't let go? Never ever cross my heart. Through the long grass, just like explorers, down the path as quiet as mice. She's waiting up near the pond. Don't be scared, just hold my hand. Promise you won't let go? Never ever cross my heart. There's a tiger out there. I can see her. There's a tiger out there. Yes, it's true. I think it's just a toy tiger. There's a tiger out there and her paws are so big. There's a tiger out there and her teeth are so sharp. There's a tiger out there and she's about to pounce. Run! We can see her. Oh, I see a little tail there. She's still there. Sleek as a shadow, stripes of midnight on her fur, eyes as bright as sunset. Her paws are big, her teeth are sharp, but we're together. And nothing scares us. Never, ever cross our hearts. Ooh. Ah, there's that tiger. That was a fun adventure. What adventure are you going to go on today? And today I'm reading 3 Grumpy Trucks by Todd Tarpley, illustrated by Guy Parker Reese. So these 3 trucks have big plans to play at the park, but what's going to happen when they get hot and tired and hungry and very grumpy? There's the park, and those are our 3 trucks. Here they go to the park. Across the sandbox, down the slide, through the sprinkler, side by side. 3 little trucks were scooping, shifting, grading, grinding, loading, lifting. Whir, 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 womp, 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 grind, 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 chomp, chomp, chomp. Hours later, bright sun beating, 3 tired engines overheating. Fuel gauges running low, little trucks, it's time to no. We're still digging, we're still lifting, we're still grinding, we're still shifting. 5 more minutes, let us stay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Let's see how they do. Whir, womp, grind, chomp. Hoses hissing, warnings beeping, red lights flashing, fluids seeping, fuses now about to blow. Little trucks, it's time to no. Must keep digging, must keep lifting, must keep scooping, must keep shifting. Tires smoking, engines glowing, must keep going. Please, little trucks, it's time to go. Your temp's too high, your fuel's too low. Your windshield fluids are smelling strange. I think you need a wiper change. Okay, we know. One more minute, then we'll go. One more minute, that's our plan. Everybody understand? Whir, wump, grr, jump. Engines smoking, motors failing, tailpipes clanging, rotors flailing, rocking wildly to and fro. Little trucks, it's time. Uh-oh. They made an awful screeching sound. They banged their bumpers on the ground. They stomped, they whomped, they sparked, they spit. They honked, they bonked, they threw a fit. Uh-oh. What could she do? What could she say to calm them down, to save the day? She soothed the little truck's alarms, then gathered them into her arms. Their undersides were caked in oil, their bumpers dark with soot and soil. She towed them home still in a daze, then set them in their engine bays. Their spark plugs charged, their tires exchanged, their windshields washed, their wipers changed. Their bumpers polished up, and then 3 little trucks whirred once again. Oh, they're dreaming about digging and playing on the moon. The end. Today I'm reading The Thank You Book by Mary Lynn Ray, illustrated by Stephanie Gragan. So this book has a lot of different things that we can be thankful for. Thank you isn't just for learning manners. It's also for when something wakes a little hum, a happy little hum inside you, and you want to answer back. So when the sun brings a new day, a thank you is for morning. Another is for cup and plate. Thank you is for buzz and bloom and grass and toes and all that makes us wonder. And it's besides for swings and slides. That's a really cool treehouse thing. Thank you is for glue and glitter and for learning something new. It's for parades and it's for puddles. Thank you is for laps and books. We're very thankful for books, right? It's for having birthdays and for birthday cake. It's also for when hurt or sad or not so good gets better. It's for zippers that zip jackets when warm days turn to cold, and for the year's surprises before green days come back. Thank you is for hats and mittens. It's for hands to hold. Thank you is for family. Thank you is for home. It's for this earth we ride on and for the stars beyond. Thank you is for bathtub boats and for bubble bath. It's for pajamas and more stories and for go to sleep now kisses. Then in the dark, it's for a light, a little night light. And for knowing morning will come after night. It's for what we give a name to and for what we can't. Still, it's all we feel inside us that makes us glad that we are us. So for what's big and for what's small and all that's in between, every day or special day, we wrap a hug around each day to say another thank you. What's something that you're thankful for? I'm thankful for books and the library, and for you, for listening. Thanks so much. Today I'm reading Rain Play, which is a fun book about a rainy day by Cynthia Cotton, illustrated by Javaka Steptoe. So sometimes we can be sad when there's a rainy day, but sometimes we can have a lot of fun in the rain. At the park, the sky grows dark. See the breeze toss the trees, flip, plop, drip, drop. Rain begins, cools our skins. Raindrops splatter, people scatter. But we stay a while and play, tippy-toe as puddles grow. I'm a flower in a shower. Splashing, splishing, look, we're fishing. Make a boat, watch it float. A leaf's a cup, fill it up. Running, romping, puddle stomping. Splash again, it's fun, and then flash, boom, uh-oh, time to go. Hurry, hurry, scoot and scurry. Here we are in the car, wipers swish, sneakers squish. Home once more, in the door, snug inside, warm and dry. Watch the drops until it stops. There's the sun, the rain is done. Hope you have a great rainy day. And today I'm reading The Magical Snow Garden by Tracy Corduroy, illustrated by Jane Chapman. And this is our friend Wellington the penguin, and he really wants to grow a flower garden in the snow. Do you think he can do that? Well, I think maybe if he's a little creative and a little determined, he can find a way to make his dream come true. So let's see what happens. There he is in the snow. Far away, where the snowflakes twinkled, lived a little penguin named Wellington. Wellington loved his snowy world, sliding down hills, digging for treasure, and sharing books with his very best friend. Rosemary, look at this garden, he cried. It's amazing. Let's grow one just like it. Percy, called Wellington, I'm going to grow a garden. Oh, Wellington, chuckled Percy, that's impossible. We don't grow things, we fish, Mabel smiled. I wanted to fly once, Ivan explained, but penguins can't fly, and flowers can't grow in the snow. It's just too cold. But Ivan, said Wellington, how will we know unless we try? Wellington's books all said the same thing. To grow flowers, he needed seeds. But there weren't any seeds in their snowy white world, not one. There must be a way, Rosemary chirped as they shared a cookie. Wellington looked at the shiny blue wrapper. With a fold here and there, it was just like a tulip, cried Wellington. I can make a garden instead. So Wellington filled his biggest net with things to make his garden. Wrappers, buttons, pieces of Ivan's old clocks, and pearly white seashells that Rosemary had given him. For days, Wellington raced around, folding and twirling, glittering and gluing, digging and planting until, ta-da! Now all of the wrappers were beautiful flowers, and the buttons were bright bumblebees. Clockwork trees dotted the hills, sprinkled with soft white snow. Look, Percy pointed. Wow, Mabel gasped. He's done it, Ivan smiled. Wellington's made a magical snow garden, they cried. But the garden had no wall to keep out the wind. And that very night, a storm blew in. It whipped and whirled and roared, whoosh. And Wellington's garden was blown away. Every last petal. It's okay, said Mabel. You tried your best. They brought him warm milk and cookies, but Wellington shook his head. No, thanks, he sighed. I think he's very sad. Just then he heard a flutter of wings and Rosemary dropped something in his lap. Slowly, Wellington smoothed out the shiny blue wrapper. Then he folded it just so. The first tulip for my next garden, Wellington decided. This time, Wellington's friends helped to make his wonderful new garden. Percy built a wall to keep out the wind. Mabel made a beautiful fountain. And Ivan's trees had clockwork birds that sang. Then Rosemary flew off to tell the world about her friend's amazing garden. And the whole wide world came hurrying to see it. There were bright pink flamingos, koalas and camels, and elephants with trumpeting trunks. There were zebras, giraffes, and bouncing kangaroos. Wow, Wellington gasped. Wellington, called Ivan, you were right. You never know what you can do until you try. Hooray for Wellington, everyone cheered, and his magical garden in the snow. The end. Do you think that you could make a magical snow garden? Maybe see what items you have around the house that you could build one with. Have fun.